Here is a short video on some of the important vocabulary from Unit 4. Corresponding sides. We did start out talking about triangles and proving them congruent using those two extra shortcuts. So we talked about the corresponding sides. Keep in mind, they are sides that are in the same position of different two-dimensional shapes. Usually short sides are corresponding to the shortest sides, the longest sides correspond to the longest sides. Interior angles of a quadrilateral. Those again are those four angles that make up the inside of the figure. For a quadrilateral, they add up to 360. For a triangle, they add up to 180. The consecutive interior angles. Again, those are one right after the other, the ones that are next to them if you go in a clockwise position or counterclockwise. But in a quadrilateral and a parallelogram in particular, they are going to be supplementary or add up to 180. So A plus B or B plus C, adding up to 180. Remember, we call that supplementary. Diagonals. Diagonals do connect opposite vertices of quadrilateral, and it does divide a quadrilateral into two triangles. And we had our parallelogram, which was the main word we focused on. Remember, by definition, a quadrilateral has opposite sides that are parallel, both opposite sides parallel. But it also has these additional properties. The opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are congruent, consecutive angles, as we mentioned, are supplementary, diagonals bisect each other, and the diagonals, as we mentioned, form two congruent triangles. Those are all properties of a parallelogram. Some special parallelograms we focused on were the first four here. The regular parallelogram, we had a rectangle, which has opposite sides, again, equal and parallel, but all the angles have to be right angles. We had a rhombus down here, where opposite sides are parallel, but all the sides have to be equal. The angles are not 90 degrees, though, for a rhombus. The opposite angles are equal, and the diagonals do bisect each at a right angle, so they are perpendicular bisectors of each other. And then the square, the one in the middle here, is both a rectangle and a rhombus, so it fits all those properties. All right, hope that vocabulary helps.